You okay?
Yeah, why?
Well, because I made you your favorite white primavera omelet, and it looks to me like you haven't touched it.
I'm sorry, I'm really worried about my magazine. I'm gonna shut down Crimson if I don't bring up PC presses sales by the end of the week.
Well, yeah, but you know what? You got that taken care of, right? Because you landed a big scoop at EOQ.
Yeah. About that did not go as expected. The story was supposed to be about Tracy unseating AJ. Turns out she didn't get enough votes.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. I have to save the press in order to save Crimson, and I have spent so much time, Sonny, getting this magazine situated,
I know.
keeping it afloat.
Okay,
and
I know.
he thinks he can just
Listen,
come in here.
Listen to me. I know how important Crimson is to you, but it just would have been great to read your blow-by-blow account of AJ's downfall.
I know. Would have been the perfect solution all the way around.
I got 100% confidence that you will find another story in time. Michael's a quartermain. Kiki's a quartermain.
No. Kiki's not a quartermain.
Actually, I already did.
Everything's going according.
As it turns out, there is a story at ELQ, a very big one.
Other than Tracy trying to get AJ voted out?
No, it involved the vote, and if what I've discovered is revealed, AJ, most likely, is out.
AJ rigged the vote?
No. In fact, I don't even think he knew it was happening. Ironically, the person who most likely staged this fraud was on the losing side. But anyway, someone who supported AJ had no right to their voting shares.
Corporate fraud in the boardroom of the leading company of Port Charles. That's exactly what you need.
I agree.
Why did you tell me you didn't find a story at ALQ?
I didn't. I found it here.
What do you mean you found it here?
Well, last night I accidentally overheard Morgan telling you that Kiki is not a quartermain. Promise I was not eavesdropping. I was literally walking in the room when I heard Morgan tell you about Kiki. And then I realized if Kiki's not a quartermain, she's not entitled to any of the shares that Edward left his descendants. As such, she should not have been voting at that meeting.
And she sided with AJ.
She did, but regardless of who she voted for, her being there at all constitutes fraud. Granted, it was inadvertent on her part, but it doesn't change the fact that someone is perpetrating a lie about the identity of that girl. They're even lying about it to her.
That seems to be the case.
Yes. Sonny, this is front page news. If I lead with this story, I will save the paper and I will save my magazine.
Except you're not going to print that story. Nobody can know about Kiki.
Your dad gave...
I promised Morgan I wouldn't tell a soul that Kiki isn't a quartermain.
Are you kidding me? Don't you think that she deserves to know the truth about who she is? It's one thing that her mom's lying to her, but you and Morgan, this is really terrible,
That's what
Sonny.
Morgan needs.
Why does he need this to be a secret?
Because it's important to him.
Well, I don't get that. What? Is he marrying her for money?
No,
Is that it?
he would not. Morgan would never do that.
Well, how do you know that? You also didn't think he would rack up a $50,000 gambling debt. Maybe he's marrying her so he can get the money to pay you back.
No, that's not it.
Well, then what is it, Sonny? This is ridiculous.
It's because he's afraid he's gonna lose Kiki to Michael.
Michael?
Yes.
Oh, so Michael and Kiki have feelings for each other.
Look, I don't know what Michael's thinking, but there's some kind of connection between them. Morgan has noticed it. It's killing him, and he feels that the only thing keeping Kiki and Michael apart is that they're related.
So you're willing to sacrifice one son's happiness for the other?
The first like this at all, but you don't know what my boy's going through. He's got it in his head that Carly and I love Michael more than him.
Sonny, that's ridiculous.
I told him that I love my kids equally, but you should have heard him. He believed it. You know why? Because Carly sent him away.
Yes, because Michael was shot in the head and comatose for a year. Because Michael was sent to prison for manslaughter. Morgan has to understand that Carly was doing this to keep him safe.
I tried to explain all that to him, but you can't, fact doesn't change emotion. And he feels that he doesn't really matter. And I start thinking like maybe I failed my son in some way that I didn't show him the love that I show Michael. And if this is my way to make him feel important, then I'm gonna do it.
Sonny, there has to be another way. If Kiki loves Michael, Morgan has to let her go. He's not gonna live a happy life knowing that she married him because you and he are lying to her.
I don't know if Kiki's gonna make him happy, but I tell you what I do know. That he needs to know that I will move heaven and earth for him. And if this is the way I have to do it, this is what I'm gonna do.
So starting a marriage with a lie, that's the best way that you can think of.
I don't see any other way out.
Sonny, the way out is to tell Kiki the truth and let her make up her own mind. The worst case scenario is that she leaves Morgan and his heart is broken. And you and Carly can help him through that, thereby proving your love for him. He's got to grow up sometime, Sonny.
I can't cause my son any more pain.
You can't cause him any more pain because he's already in pain. He's in pain because he knows that Kiki loves Michael. And Michael's in pain because he thinks he can't be with Kiki. And let's not forget me, Sonny. I'm hurting through this. This story is my one shot at saving Crimson.
You don't think I know that? You don't think I hate that you're in the middle of this?
Please do not ask me to keep this a secret.
I have to, because I gotta do I have to do this for me and for Morgan. If this is my only shot to prove to my son that I love him, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. I don't agree with this, but I love you. And I understand.
Hey, no.
Well, let's see. I have to the end of the week to come up with a story, so I gotta go to the office.
Hey, listen, come here.
I'm sorry.
I know. Will you wish me luck?
You don't need your luck.
I'm sure the girl didn't hear anything. You really think I wouldn't see it all over her face if she knew the truth? Looks like I have to call you back. Again. Connie, didn't expect you back so soon. So, where's this big story you promised me?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Wells. Turns out I was wrong. There is no big story at ELQ at all.
Oh, that's a shame. I was counting on you, and so were your employees. Looks like poor Charles is down both a newspaper and a fashion mag. And you are out of a job.